So, hello everybody. I am back. It is the end of the day. We have not broken 50 degrees today. Above 50, that is. We're, I think, only 54 degrees right now. Crazy. Nice, cool weather we're having here in Central Florida. But anyway, I made a little short about these earlier. Thumbs up if you guys came here from seeing that little short, me talking about these. But me and my brother are out on a hunting trip, and we were some pretty deep swamp guys. Okay, it's a green swamp up here in Central Florida, and if you've never heard of it, it's a pretty large area of swamp. What else do you say? And we were deep in the swamp, at least a few miles in. We've been walking trails for 3-4 hours. We were in there good, and literally in the middle of piney swamp, and I saw orange. We're looking like, what the heck is all that orange? When you're hunting, you have the orange gear on so you don't get shot. And no, we walked up to it, and it was this kumquat tree in the middle of the swamp, guys. It was a dry patch, a piney area, because green swamp's pine and wetland swamp mix. And this was in an area with lots of pine trees, so it's a drier spot. And there's this citrus tree, this kumquat, just growing there, absolutely loaded with fruit. And you can see where the pigs, all the ones that fall to the ground, the pigs get to them underneath. It was all rooted up, and it was a tall tree. It was a single trunk. It's about 15 feet tall, and the fruits fall, and the raccoons and the pigs and everything were underneath there rooting and eating them. And I managed to get a few right here. I couldn't reach that many. I didn't want to break the tree, but look at those. They're pretty large. They're about the size of a small chicken egg, which I think is pretty large for a kumquat. I've actually never eaten a kumquat before. I've had kumquat preserves, I believe, but never eaten a kumquat, which, to go figure, all the stuff that I grow. I don't grow citrus, so never really had a kumquat. And it's just crazy walking out in the middle of nowhere and you see this. But believe it or not, it's pretty common here in Florida and throughout the South. If you're going walking in the woods or on the side of roads, you see bananas all over the place. And some of the bananas I have out here are literally from the middle of the swamp. Like, how the heck did this banana get out here? And same thing with this kumquat. I'm guessing a bird, or probably a bird, ate a kumquat however long ago and crapped it out, and you got a kumquat tree growing. And it was actually variegated. You can see that. I didn't notice that this morning when we were getting back and picking them. That leaf's not, so maybe not all of it was, but it had variegated leaves on it. Pretty cool, huh? And I think the fruit, looking at the fruit, it may have been variegated as well, because some of them still have some striations on them, and these are ripe. So I think the fruit may have been variegated when it was green. Very interesting. But just crazy where I found this. Look at that. That's pretty. See what I mean? Some of the variegation on there. I think it may have been variegated when it was green. But this tree was absolutely loaded, and I wanted to get so many, but it was over my head, 15, 20 feet in the air, and the fruits were way, way up there. And these are all that fell when I shook the tree. I was hoping to get tons of them. It had probably 500-600 fruits on it. This thing looked like a Christmas tree. And anyway, I'm going to try these guys. This is I guess a wild Florida swamp kumquat. I don't know what you want to call it, right? So it's about as organic as you can get too, I suppose. This tree is probably fairly old. It was about about as big as this bowl around. So it was probably a fairly old tree, at least 10-15 years old, I'd say, if not older. Very productive. And does that one look good? They're pretty big too. Look at it. Let's try this. I'm trying to find one I want to eat. This one's got a broken thing on it. Let's try. They smell amazing, guys. The smell is divine on this, by the way. And It's funny. I'm so excited because you don't see beautiful citrus in Florida anymore. Citrus greening has absolutely destroyed citrus here in Florida. So all those beautiful citrus trees are now dead or ugly. And to see a tree loaded with gorgeous fruits like this, and it was really, really something to see. But let's give it a try. Kumquats. I did actually Google kumquats before I made the video, guys. And you eat the skin on them, so. Interesting. Wow. That skin is actually very sweet. That's crazy. Actually, this is the first time I'm eating these with you guys. I did not even try them out in the woods. You get a little citrus bitterness, the citrus oil in the skin there, but sorry about me munching away. But that skin, that is actually very sweet. Yeah, I can already tell you the flesh because I've gotten some. It's not very sweet. A little, not bad. It's not super sour. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so the skin is very sweet, but it's got kind of that a little bitter, the citrus oil bitterness to it. So the skin's pretty good. You get the aroma, you chew on it. It just fills your nose with citrus. Believe it or not, I have not eaten citrus in a while because I buy organic stuff, and I don't really buy store-bought fruit too much, and Florida citrus is in the crapper. So you go to Florida, here in Florida, you go to the store to buy citrus, and it's all from overseas, South America, or sometimes California. So you don't even see Florida citrus anymore. So I have not had a good piece of citrus in a while. Wow, this is actually pretty good, guys. So the skin is very sweet. If you wanted out of 10, 10 being the sweetest, that skin is probably a 6 or 7. That is as sweet, the skin on this, as some navel oranges you would eat the inside of. Crazy. That is very surprising. The flesh, it's acidic, but it's not sharp. You know what I mean? This has got a bit of a mellowness to it. It's not very sweet. The flesh isn't very sweet. The skin is sweeter than the flesh, but it's not super acidic. You know what I mean? It's got a little bit of that citrus burn to it, but it's not super acidic. If you were to puree that and make like an ice cream out of a sorbet or something, that would actually be pretty good. But super juicy. And if you actually mix the skin and the flesh together, you could eat that whole thing. That is surprising. I don't know if there's any seeds in it. I don't want to bite through one. Oh yeah. If you take a chunk of the flesh and the skin and chew it together, it's actually really good. That is surprising, guys. I'm going to leave right there. 8 minutes of me talking about this. I think there's some seeds. Is there some seeds in there? Oh, is that a seed? Is it viable? I don't know if that little seed's viable. Oh, it might be. It might be a little viable seed. Talking about my dirty fingers. I want to keep that little seed. Hopefully it's viable. But there you guys go. You never know what you can find in the world. It is an amazing place. And stay curious, guys. And when you're exploring, keep an eye out for stuff like this, because you never know the treasures you can find. Look at that. I am going to eat this. I'm hoping. It's not very seedy if there is seeds, which there was that one. So hopefully there's at least 1 or 2 seeds in here that will be viable, because I really want to grow this. Gosh. I don't even know if I could get back to where we found this and get budwood off of it. I have no idea. And it was a trip. I'm gonna kick myself. I don't grow citrus, so I wouldn't even have a rootstock to graft it to. And the tree, like I said, was super tall, 15, 20 feet. So I wonder if that could graft. You think that's enough wood with that root? I might actually see if I can root that. I don't know. I've kind of let it dry out. But anyway, guys, love you. Thank you for watching. Crazy what you can find again, huh? But that is a wild Florida kumquat. And I am actually very pleased with that. I wish I could have got more fruits, and I'm hoping there's some seed in there. Crazy. Or maybe even if I can get some rooting hormone on that and stick it in a bag, maybe I can get that to survive. I don't know if it'll sprout anything. Interesting. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Grow food, and sometimes you can find some pretty tasty things when you're trudging through a swamp and having a good time. Interesting as can be, though. I'm giddy. I'm a crazy plant person, so this stuff makes me happy. Go figure. See you guys later. Love you.